Oh yeah, right? Like I said, there's a cool secret. Looks like each one of them has something written on them. I wish we could like restart this whole encounter. Here, can I just back up a bit? Don't think I can. Alright, well. Alright, well. We're gonna keep going from there. From like the middle of the conversation. So last thing I remember, they went down in the tunnel and just like discovered this place. Oh, that's the suit I broke! This suit has a broken mask. So, have we found our mystery warehouse creeper? We've at least found their hazmat suit. If it walked like a non-crate and talks like a non-crate, let's not jump to conclusion. How was your day, Satyr? How you feeling? Just saying. Alright. What's in hole number 1? Mining Operation Alpha. You guys have mines here? You're feeling weird? Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Anything in particular? That I know of. This town is all farm and fertilizers. And a series of tubes. Always said, you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Ooh, that's definitely not great. I'm sorry to hear. Hi, Spicy! How you doing? Not sure how that wisdom applies in this exact situation. How you doing, Spicy? That's the thing about Pa. You don't always realize what he means until it's too late. Right, so we have a mining tunnel? Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff. Is she involved in all of this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Nah, your mom is the main villain from all this time. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would a perennial harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. That's what she said. That's a lot of buttons. Stand aside, Earthling. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Rollo's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
How's the volume, by the way? Do I need to... Is the game clear enough when the lady's talking? Do I need to up it? Do I need to lower it? You know. Eeny, miny, meeny. Nope. Rollo! What did you do? Nothing! I didn't even mow yet. Mow? Oh, eeny, miny, miny, mow. What was that? Hide! Where? There's nothing but tubes here. Just get back! Shit. 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 Awesome! Rollo! I love it. You all need to come with me. Now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets? I told them it was an absurd password. But they love making anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. I can keep you hidden until after the festival. Might be able to save your skin. We don't care about our skins. I'm gonna end up just like my dad. I mean, what? Hold on now. I like my skin. This all stops now, Don Creed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him.
Who?
Walt.
You don't get to talk about my dad.
You know, your father and I were friends back before
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
all of this.
That's a lie.
It's true. I used to bounce you on my knee. Okay, that's creepy.
What happened?
Same thing that always happens. Reality complications. Life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks.
So, you were his sidekick? Good morning, Cupcake. How you feeling? How was work?
No, we were partners.
Oh. Partners. So he was cheating on my mom. Oh, no. Not that kind of partner, sorry.
He helped the patient. I help him.
Yep. Total sidekick. Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this.
Work was good, it's just reception cover, so it's pretty easy work. Well, glad that you enjoy it. I mean, maybe easy for you, but I couldn't do that. I don't want to work answering the phone anymore after working in 2 call centers. Oh, never again. Even my phone at work. My phone at work, my line, like, has been dead for months, because, like, they wanted to switch my extension, because I was getting called for the the last financial director they had before the company was sold. So I kept getting called for her, and it was just like, well, she's not here anymore, and I never knew who to transfer to, and most of it was just like spam call. So like they were like, yeah, we're gonna switch your extension. So they did, but somehow it never worked on my phone, and I never bothered to correct them because everybody just calls me on Team. And I'm like, oh, somebody from outside cannot call me. Such a shame. So it's probably been maybe 9 months since I had no working phone lines. I can do outgoing call, but I cannot get any. But otherwise, right, Sater? Like I will either get emails or I'll get phone team calls. Ladies are the best sometimes. But glad that it was easy work and that you got to do a bit of work. It's always good to send me emails all day, every day. I'll deal with them freely. Yeah, almost goes in the spam mailbox. Then I never answer anyone.
and I just like watch movie at work and be like, work is so hard. Just kidding. Only get call from people inside my household. Oh. Well, a phone is made to text, not to answer a call, right? Says the guy who has no idea what a phone is. Says he got an opportunity. He'd found something he didn't quite understand. And he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no? Your father and I both believe in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. I have some kind of speech issue because of my mental impulsive issue, so it's makes talking hard. Fair enough. I'm sorry, Seder. You have to deal with that. That's why they call it a phone, because it means speech writing. That makes no sense. It's meant to text people, that's it. The old reception lady had to go at me because apparently I take too much information? What do you mean, take too much information? If you need to call back someone, you want it, like, you take the information that people give you, like, yes, I'll take your phone and your name, and the old lady's just like, oh, taking their full name, how could she do that? Phonetics, nah, you're not making any sense, Feisty. You're inventing words. I can English great. He fail English? Impossible. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous, almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. I wasn't his sidekick! When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper's Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Like, stop. We are paying you way less than your skill set. Sharper's long gone, but he still got me saying yes. Is there a point to this stub story? Not really. No. Just an old man trying to delay what he needs doing.
Nuncree took a menacing step towards the children.
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this. But you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
You really don't know. My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
The color drained from Nuncree's face.
How does she know? Apparently, she knows a lot of things. Don't remember who called. Got compliments before I left, though. Apparently, every phone call and email was filled with information, and everybody loved that. That's great. She's super old, so please scare them coming from her job. Well, sometimes all a company needs is some fresh blood cupcake. You're not useless, Spicy. Get that thought out of your head. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we buffed it into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She got SMAP and explosive and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now! She's in danger, boy! I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in the town square. The fountain? But why?
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source? What the heck is the source? The source is just like the Fall Harvest. They keep on throwing that word, the source. The Fall Harvest, being to get you like interested in it and just like not explain it what it is. She's afraid she's turning to dust. I don't feel so great, Mr. Stark. She just vanished. Are we going to hell? I am going. I'd like to see you guys there, but you seem like good people, so you guys probably not. Look, I'm not gonna put her over, but when I say, oh, she's close to 70, damn. Just wait until the happening. What about the freezing? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and, dear God, she's going to freeze us all. You all need to run. Run? Where? Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. Can we go eastward? Sir, can I go eastward? That did not go how I expected. So... we're totally following, right? Totally. See you on the other side. You good? Yeah. I love this town. I love Beck.
Chapter 8.
Gives her purpose, so I'm not going to stop her. Fair. Alright. Oh, by the way, good news, guys. I did test myself for COVID since my dad was sick, and I don't have it. Seems I'm coughing a bit, but it might not be related. It's also spring, and I have a ton of allergies and asthma, so that might be what is causing it. We're almost at page 69.
The cold, hard truth.
Yes, asthma.
Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed. only to carry her gracefully along.
Oh,
She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee.
carom. I don't think I've ever seen that word.
Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth.
Oh,
Then, all of a sudden, as if
Page
minutes had passed in
69.
an instant, light blazed into view.
yes.
A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
Wait, why is it winter all of a sudden? It did say that everything felt colder in town. That was intense? Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluid in there. Oh. Did you throw up when we were riding after you? Because I did, Cupcake. It was page 69. Gotta respect it. Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like it got on any of us. Didn't feel like we traveled that far. Where did it all go? I like this subplot line with Rollo just looking around. This place sucks. Why would anyone even want to blow something up out here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. Gotta catch up to Nuncreed. I think he went this way. Well, there would be footprints in the snow. He definitely went up. Oh, there's nothing here. Wait, this... That kinda looks like where my dad had his tombstone. That kinda looked like there was a house here. Like, where my house is, with the thing. Hey Shadow, how you doing? And maybe it is. But yeah, I think they just reused the asset and just made it winter. Oh, that is definitely the entrance to town. This looks familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear off the snow. No time, non-screen getting away. Yeah, it definitely looks like Beacon Spine. Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar. So did we travel through time? Did he went in the future to stop her in the past? Wait, that makes no sense. Maybe that's Beacon Spine. Oh yeah, what you said. I am not the most well versed in Ultima Beacon Pines, but this does look like some kind of frozen replica of town. Ah, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien. Rollo, stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go again. You've caused nuclear winter. Stop the villain. Congrats, you've killed the world. But I've stopped the villain, which is the important thing, Shadow. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally, they keep it cool. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes. Back there. Final objective. Kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pine citizen of their choosing. You never really had me, but you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep moving. Well, the pile of junk that was right here is cleaned up now.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center.
So wait. Might be a crazy enough hypothesis, but they did say that they left when the company that came in, Perennial Harvest, I think, when they came in to clean the town, they all left for a week to go to hotel. What if they created a new town and they came back to the new town? They never came back to the... This is the old town and something happened there. It's crazy, but it might be crazy enough to work. If I out crazy the game, who's the crazy one now?
He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
The source. Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you, this is not going to solve anything. If you drop dead, you've doomed this whole town.
Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rollo and Beck held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing.
How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
That's not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas how to effect change.
Very convenient that your way just happened to line your buckets.
Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge.
So, when are we turning into ice blocks?
Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
Have a great shower, Cupcake.
The calmness, he began to? What are we doing? To weep? Oh, the only thing we can do. Alright guys, weep with me. I know Cupcake's gonna do it since she's gonna be in the shower. That's all I do in the shower too.
And in the stillness, he began to weep.
But I'm weeping. How dare you, Seder?
It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow.
Oh, poor little Luca.
Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This all makes sense soon. Then everything can go back to normal. I promise.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
Oh, sorry. You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall. Juniper, don't!
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
Is this where we all turn into ice
She
blocks?
smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
Are you sure the torch is gonna stay lit while falling down that distance? Like if you fling a torch that far, I don't know if it would stay lit. I guess you had to have something pretty, like some sort of like cloth soaked in gasoline to make sure that it stays on. If you want things to change, then you must be willing to.
Before Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
Oh, suddenly it's the long dark.
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror. There was no contest.
Well, Seder, turns out Grandma is the one killing the town. And you thought she was on Team Save the Town. You should have aligned with Mr. Kerr. He's obviously there for the good of the town. No contest.
Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene.
Why not?
In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end.
Well, that was a great stream. Okay, I'm
Well,
gonna stop doing that joke.
dire.
It gets old.
On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from. Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Sweet. Alright. So we did everything on this side. Very nice. We can flight from here. I think that's pretty much it. Almost feel like doing the rumble again. Just to do the scene where they yell in thunder. Oh yeah! We were just like surrounded and they wanted to attack us. That's probably my favorite scene in this game so far. I'm gonna run, and you can have this monster creature that's on the roof with me as prize for not capturing me.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Flight.
I'm gonna fly
He
away.
squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches. He looked up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
Damn. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Kerr. We'd love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. Oh my god, he's a freak of nature! I forgot about him. Like, that rope isn't too long. He's like 50 meters that way. They're just like, can't be bothered to run after a kid. Yeah, he got deformed, but he's a freak of nature. I should offer him to those fucking pencil pusher, or however they're called in the game. This way, we'll take the tunnel.
Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage.
Let me go get the popcorn and just watch what's happening in chat.
After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back.
Can't. Oh. Oh, that makes it way more interesting. What? Wait, how? Later. Oh, I fucking fell for it. Oh, so people who aren't mod, like, it says Crusader banned himself, but like, he banned the username himself, but like, I just got fucking trolled. Spicy, don't you see that you have a sword now? I protected you. Nah, I took it away. It was just... Nah, you get your gem back. And Satyr can ban you again. Or threaten you to ban you at least.
The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice. In fact, it was ice. Chapter 5. Signs. They stood silently, catching their breath. The sky was like sapphire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs. Let's keep moving.
How long was that rope? They just like slid down this 15-meter long rope,
Luca
and
plucked
suddenly
Iggy to his feet
they're in
as
winter.
they gazed across a snowy terrain.
What the hell? I'm very confused. That was actually pretty badass. Uh-huh. I think you're a freak. I think we've lost them.
up in the mountains? I don't think so. No, Seder, at least wait until I'm done with the game to ban her. She did request that game after all. We're gentlemen here. We don't ban people during their request. If anything, we went downhill. Then, what's up with the Winter Wonderland? Well, I know. There's no going back to the way we came. See if we can get our bearings. Follow me. Yeah, that's my... Luca. Luca, are you there? Oh, I forgot Luca's capture in this timeline. And, they have the radio.
Luca had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
Oh, I had completely forgotten about it. It's that bozo cur. I hope nothing bad has happened to you out in those
Luca
woods.
looked at Iggy with hesitation.
No need to be rude.
With a resigned sigh, Luca responded.
Seems like the only dangerous thing in the wood is you. He speaks, the young man of the hour. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios? Just lucky, I guess. Boy, howdy, you Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you? I am Kerwin Spy plays Long Dark. Hope you don't run into troubles in these woods. Well, they said the only trouble was Kerr in the woods, so I should be fine. You ban me when you go back to Mars, I don't have to sit through it. Yeah, he gets that attitude a few times through the game. You knew my parents? I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mom sure was a handful.
Luca winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
We gotta keep moving. That's my dad's grave right there. Can I jump in the tunnel?
A disc of smooth metal was lightly covered in snow. 2 faint seams were visible along the surface.
A manhole cover? If it is, I've never seen one like it. What's the readout? Seating just above 258 Kelvin. Wait, that's really cold, right? That's down a bit from last time. Can log in our computer system because many people are online. I asked someone to log out, but nobody has. I'm not doing any work. Wait, what? You don't have enough computer system for everybody at your work? That's dumb. Oh, good for you, I guess. You did ask. Should we report this to Mr. Kerr? Still within safe range. May be spreading, but it's under control for now. Even a small nudge in the equilibrium could cause a cascade. Minus 15, thank you, Sater. Hey, Dark! No, there's still... The sound alerts are still off. I haven't had time. I wanted to message a few people about alerts and ask their advice, and I didn't have time. Well, that's... And don't you... Your clinic is a mess. Sorry. Alright, how you doing, Dark? Dude, relax. Just a few more sites to hit before you can punch out. How was everyone's day, by the way? Shadow, you've been a bit quiet. Are you streaming today? No, I don't think you are. I think you said you were streaming Thursday. If I recall correctly. Well, you'll stream again one day, I'm sure. Drinking coffee and watching stream on the clock. Well, that sounds like a great day at work. I see. Let's get this over with. I wonder what this sign says. I've never seen it. Hard to say with all the snow. I think it's a town sign. Could almost make out the letter under there. What town could this even be? There couldn't be another town this deep into Weepwood. I'm looking at evidence to the contrary. Yes, but you're a freak of nature. Why should I believe you, Iggy? Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. Step 1. Snow's gotta go. I'll see what I can do. Oh. Can I shake the post or something? No. There we go.
The boys stared in disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
Still a bit tired, so it's taking me a bit more to actually talk. Okay. Well, sorry that you're still tired, but hopefully you can rest tonight. My streams don't ask too much energy out of people. Unless they get frustrated, but not much gets you frustrated, Shadow. Work at 10 p.m, so no sleep for me. Ooh. Well, if you want a nap during my stream, I won't be offended at all. And that goes for everyone, even you, Spicy. If you want a nap on the clock, I give you permission. Seems like it. This doesn't make any sense. We're in Beacon Pines? How's that possible? We ran away from town. How did we get back here? Guess we've got turned around. But why is it winter? Where all the snow come from? It's been cold and normal lately. There's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and this Arctic hellscape, yeah. Like, Luca must be freezing. I'm sorry, Iggy, but that's my winter coat. You'll have to take it off and give it to me. Ugh. But his ugly... Ugh. The nature face touched it. Ugh. Don't want to touch that. I need to burn that winter coat as soon as I get it back. Cold nap with Canadian Holly Street. Alright, Shadow, come cuddle. Everybody come cuddle. Oh, that's Luca's coat. When Luca was looking at the treehouse, he said, "Oh, I left my winter coat in here." He said, "It's pretty cold. I've been thinking about maybe using it." No, it's Luca's coat. The puddle we fought at before was cold too. Maybe all of it leads to one source. The source. Think it's related? What the hell's going on? We're gonna get you some answers. Let's keep moving. Seems like radioactive stuff. This stuff looks familiar to you. Looks like the barrel near the puddle I shoved me into. Yeah. And now you're a freak of nature. Why do I bully this guy so much? It's all frozen.
Looking down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
Whatever happened here, it happened fast. The fish didn't even have time to run. Or, you know, swim run.
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Everyone's gone. There's nothing here but more snow. There must be an explanation for all of this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. Well, give me my winter jacket back. Iggy, we gotta keep going. You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic hecatombe stories. We aren't going to save the day. We aren't even gonna save ourselves. My face is mangled. Town is destroyed. Everyone we've ever known is gone. We don't know that. You can't just quit. Do whatever you want. I'm done. Iggy, it's gonna be okay.
Luca peered upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry.
Aw.
Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion and more than a little guilt.
Oh, do I learn guilt? Getting pretty late, I think. Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark anyway.
Luca allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy.
Let's just rest for a bit.
The boys huddled together for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
Am I gonna freeze to death? Don't you want to go inside the building at least to protect yourself a bit from the wind? And not sit directly in snow? The way the snow covered everything over. It's kinda calming. Yeah. I haven't had time to say it, but thanks. Huh? For getting us away from those creeps. Well, fighting didn't go well, so... I sort of froze up back there. Iggy, I should apologize. I should be the one apologizing. Yeah, I love it too, Theater. I was complaining earlier today that bugs were starting to come back as it was getting warmer. That's bull hockey. First of all, you didn't know what that gunk would do. You didn't, right? Of course not. Second, stop with all this baloney about losing your temper. But I did lose my temper.
Iggy motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. But that's not exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a horse ass. You were supposed to be a horse ass in response. That's how it works. You're really the worst. Hey, I'm having a hard time following. You wanted me to fight you? Of course. Jeez, you goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point. Oh, he's trying to start a fight club. I get it, Iggy. Oh, well, they sound like an ass by sea, if you were comfy in bed. Why would you go around saying cruel things trying to get into fights?
Iggy shrugged.
It's something to do. And first rule of Fight Club, you don't talk about Fight Club, so I gotta get people to fight me in different ways. You're an asshole because you're bored? And now you're a monster. And your face reflects your personality. Sometimes I feel empty. You wouldn't understand. You and Rollo are always having a blast together, laughing and calling the dinky little treehouse mission control.
Iggy now wept openly.
Perfect little Luca Van Horn. With his perfect little dude, my parents are dead. Go fuck yourself. My life is not perfect. Everybody in town likes you, cause my parents are dead. It would be as if they like, oh, little orphan Luca, go fuck yourself. Not everybody. Hell, that new girl hasn't even unpacked it, and she already likes you. His face actually just looks like it aged, slightly bigger size. Everything about it just looked like it grew cataracts. Sure.
He wiped his nose with a sleeve.
But yeah, that's kind of what the thing did. Like everything that got touched by the product just age. I love Tish. Tish is great, but she ain't exactly the word greatest conversationalist, you know?
Luca gave a warm chuckle.
I get an impression.
Iggy cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes.
Huh. Must be raining out here. Definitely.
Iggy arched into a wide yawn.
We should probably get some sleep. Yeah. Let's lay low for now. Well, we'll get to the bottom of all this.
Luca's eyelids began to slowly drift shut.
Why are you not going inside a house is beyond me. In a cold like this, you try to get somewhere that's a bit more hot. Where you could, like, start a fire or something. You can ban her, so either she's spoiling. Yeah? I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. What do you think? Not bad. I'll give you the full tour when we get back. You know what?
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to worst day in my life, this one wasn't half bad.
The house smelled of warm bread. Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug.
Oh, am I having another fever
He
dream?
looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song.
That sounds nice.
A voice behind Luca spoke. "This is how you remember them, huh?" Luca turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in a yellow hazmat suit, still carrying a look of disdain behind empty. Aww, look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I
Interesting.
blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy. You don't remember, do you? Luca snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive.
No, I don't remember my dad. I was
The
6.
day he chose to abandon us.
Right?
Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch.
Like, how dare you don't have vivid memories of when you were 6, exactly how it happened.
That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Well, let me show you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Spicy. You deserve it.
The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. No, now, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope.
Oh.
It was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs.
Interesting. Fine. Can share. But you have to move to Canada so I can share.
Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them.
I hope to. Later. His mom killed his dad. Spicy, I did. They said yes. You just don't listen. Never listen to me.
Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose you. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder.
Dad killed his mom who killed him? What? She came back from the dead and killed him. Make lunch, I'm ready to go nowhere. What are you having for lunch, Cupcake? Us? We're having a sight of murder right now.
What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son? Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs.
What? Snankers? I'm assuming that's some Aussie, just like sausage sandwich. Yeah. Which makes no sense to use a sausage sandwich. Thank you. Snacks. Snankler. What the hell?
Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye.
Are they having a divorce in the entrance?
Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all. Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere? Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of.
Sure. Business.
I'll be back in time to tuck you in.
Alright. No, Satyr, or else the game wouldn't happen. Goddamn Shadow.
Luca hugged his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder. I promise.
And how did that promise go?
With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun.
Yeah, Shadow, I don't tend to swallow.
A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall. It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head.
Oh?
From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands off me!
Whether it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
Just... what do you think you're doing?
Luca looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts.
Look, he loved watching Sailor get into the story and try to predict what's happening. Yeah, and he's not sharing with any of us.
The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. We were asleep minding our own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's head. Sorry if I hurt you, Iggy. You didn't hurt nobody? Anybody? Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me? You...
When it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
He really does. Making my prediction out loud, thank you very much. I'm trying to do the same to Satyr. His mouse is biologically related to Beck Inductive Spirit? Especially when it has twister and you don't know the truth. It's her one of her mom from the future. You big-headed, scarfy-necked furball. Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit here. It's cold enough. Interesting choice of words. I mean, let's all just calm down. Who are you? A friend. An observer. A hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibility. Great. How about a name? You must call me something. You can call me Nat. I'm gonna call you Butt.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
Atomic Hank? You might be onto something, Satyr. How about you make like a net and buzz off? Very well.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
Wait! Do you live here? You might say that. So do you know where we are? You might also say that. Look, Belle, we just want to find a safe way out of here. You gonna help us or not? For knowing how to leave, one must know where they are. Alright, that does it. Luca, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here one way or another.
Iggy turned sharply and began to stomp off.
Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Very well. I suppose this isn't the time for metaphors. Hey Pete, good morning. I'll show you how to get back home.
Luca and Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes.
Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
Okay, open them.
For a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold. Until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place.
What?
Cold
You
and
ass.
disheartened.
This is your home. This is the Long Dark. This is Beacon Spine. Look, Nat, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in Weepwood. Or we teleported to some alternate universe. Or this is all just some cruel experiment by Kerr and his goons. But this is not our home. Luca, cannot deny the truth. This is home. You're itching closer to the truth. Alas, the reality is much less fanciful. Just give it to us straight. So be it. As I said, this is Beacon's Pine. The original, true Beacon Pines. You both grew up here. But the town you've called your home for the past several years is a replica. I called it! A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair. But a replica nonetheless. That's impossible. It's too much work. You'd need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require immense labor power. That which could be moved would be moved. That which could not would require precise duplicate. We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed. You'd think so, unless the editing was impeccable. Mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry, well, you can leave that to this miraculous thing we call a brain. Has a real aversion to discontinuity, a revulsion even. Brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane. You think my brain keeps me sane? I mean, what? Hi? Wait, isn't she supposed to read those lines? Goddamn lazy narrator. Luca and Iggy looked around uncomfortably. So you're saying that someone had an entire new town and move us all, and no one noticed? You're trapped in here, Cupcake. Oh, Cedar. I know none of them. I don't know enough about explosives. That cackle, man. Oh, I'm sorry, Cupcake. At least you weren't trying to sleep. Imagine trying to sleep and you just hear that cackle. Precisely. But why? Why is one question that can never be answered with certainty. The best one can do is to uncover.
Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered,
The source. Oh, hang on. The source. Gotta go to work now. Alright, take care, Cupcake. Cupcake, who's not working today. Yeah, I just heard that man cackle. I'm gonna go somewhere. Definitely work, right? Bye. Goodbye, Cupcake. Have a great day. Why'd you say the source like that? Why, indeed.
Luca began to laugh uncomfortably.
It's all ridiculous. We might find out what the source is.
He looked down at his feet. His eyes started back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this really is home.
He sprinted off into the pale distance.
I called it! His father's grave!
As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out.
Iggy. It's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weepwood. But I want to go eastward.
Chapter 6. The Source.
The source.
Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to Perennial Harvest.
Wait, what? Posting chat. The hole? What? That. Let's go. Isn't that the ASDF movie guy? Sater just sent me a picture of his hole. That's what's happening, Spicy.
But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know. Luca
I'll
stopped
save
dead
you.
in his tracks.
Tree power activated.
The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth.
Yeah, I did think that the tree was missing. So wait, they replanted trees exactly the way they were.
He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow.
Did they move the
His
body?
numb hands hit something hard. A headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
You're here. All this time, I thought I was visiting you. But you've been here, alone, in the snow. You'd think it would be easier to move a tombstone than to create a perfect copy of it. Like, I can guess that they wouldn't move the body, but like, if they made a copy, like, you'd take the headstone and just like plump it in the new place instead of being like, I'm gonna make this perfect copy, the same material. It's gonna take me 6 days. Dad, I'm so sorry. You ruined your favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. So wait, they just grabbed my house and moved it because I realized the house is not there too. Dad, what do I do?
There was no reply, just snow-covered silence.
Why'd you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you? You jerk!
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh. Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy. Probably. But maybe they needed people in there to steal their soul or something.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
Oh. Is that Kerr and his man? We gotta hide! Oh. Well, his men at least. 259k. All of distance still good. Dude, you hear me? It said 259. Sorry. You ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. People who love them will never know the truth. Truth is
He
overrated.
bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey! Don't be such a downer, dude. He took this job to change the world. Yeah. Come on. It's almost lunchtime. What the? What was that walk? That was such a weird walk. Here, I thought I was a jerk. Well, you still are a jerk. You dingus are out here literally dancing on graves.
Luca stuttered through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's some
Iggy
advice.
gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Ouch! Hey! Who's any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the soap, crying like some pushover. Oh wow, you act all high and mighty now. But yesterday you were the one crying and saying, I cannot do another step, I need to sleep, I'm tired. Who are you helping? Alright. I'm gonna go see the clipboard and do a deal with them. I'm gonna give them Iggy if they give me back Rolo. Now that's a deal. Look, Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone. Blah blah blah. Luca Van Horn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk come to you, acting like horse ass, I should stand up for myself. Hell yeah! Turn his merry little band of clipboard pull off this switcheroo for a reason, right? That mentioned something about a source.
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever's at the source must be awfully valuable to perennial harvest. Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to their precious source, wouldn't it? Let's throw some jam in it and light up a stick and throw the stick down there. I'm sure it's gonna do great. I do know how to make flames. Hang on. Incendiary. Sorry. What do you have in mind? If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's too big to snatch, we smash it. And what if it's too big to smash?
Iggy flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge. Hi, Satyr. Oh. Oh. I love doing crazy laugh. I'm gonna make this right, Dad. I promise. Alright. Let's do this. Alright, give me a second. It's getting kind of hot in my room. I'm just gonna open my window. Eat back, done at school, or try hard. Eh. Alright. I mean, that if that works for you, Shadow. Locate the source. Can get awful cold out here in the Dozewood, Luca. Probably best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Help's on the way. Where's Rollo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her? Oh heavens, no. Do I seem like a killer to you?
Iggy and Luca shared a skeptical look.
Well, do I? Aw, shucks. Now that hurts my feelings. Screw that guy. Can grab a snowball. Okay, that beacon's fine. Wait a minute. This is the original town. Then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
What's that? Long story. A few years back, I came into possession of some premium graded fireworks. Not the wimpy firecracker stuff they give kids. The good stuff. So, why did you bury it under a tree? That's the long part of the story. You and Rollo were doing some chores at Rollo Chicken's coop. And you guys pissed me off for some reason or another.
Luca rolled his eyes with realization.
No, you didn't.
Iggy stifled a chuckle.
Yep. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But like I said, these were primo fireworks. So I might have underestimated thing. You blew up the chicken coop? The motherfucker! You don't mess with chicken. Iggy's out of the story. We're going somewhere where Iggy is not. I don't care about him. We're moving away from Iggy. This is a story about
This is a
change.
story about change.
Wait,
It was far from
that
the
was
sort of
right.
change
It
Luca
is a story
imagined for
about
himself.
change.
But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end? I probably should have warned you. There are many paths that most will end in tragedy. We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it. From here on out, now.
Alright. Fine. He really did roast the chicken, blah 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 blah.
Iggy and Iggy darted. He emerged.
Let's get back to where we were. I'm sorry, blah blah blah. Chores. Guys, bits.
Luca Iggy stifled.
Just wanted to give you a little scare. Like I said, these were primo fireworks. So I might have underestimated things. Blew up the chicken coop? I prefer to think it's an incendiary redecoration. Sorry, but you should have seen the looks on your faces. Rollo got grounded for months. Which is why I needed to stash the evidence and lay low. So I buried them under that tree. When I came back for them later, they were gone. So I figured some grown-up found them and tossed them.
Iggy triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Turns out, it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was us! Unbelievable. Yeah, at least give me the fireworks. Do you think this is a game? Yes, this is Beacon's Pine. pumpkin pie. Flash, newsflash, boyo. You're not a hero. You're a low brat who's in way over his head. A hero is someone who just refuses to give up. Comics these days are rotting children's brains. Everyone just thinks they're a spaceman superhero. I was halfway partial to Hank Atomic myself. Is that so? You really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are! Prepare for blast-off, loser. Wait, let's go crooked. Just like they did to this whole stinking place. I learned how to be crooked. No, cannot go to the cafe. Assuming the only place I can go is the source. They won't let me explore town. Can I go to the newsstand? I can't.
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole.
Wait.
With bewilderment in their eyes.
Can I just like kick Iggy down the hole and like yell, "This is Sparta! This is Beacon Bites!" You have kick? I have fight, I think. A fight. Can smack him in the hole. Fine.
Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo! Echo! Whoa! Jump in the hole then shit. Well, I would, Shadow, but they said cold hair is coming out of the hole. So like, as I prepare myself, it's just gonna be like cold hair just blasting up directly on my ass. It's just like, oh, no. No. Oh. Cannot do it. Won't do it. Can see why they wanted to move us out of town now. It's not supposed to burn! What the hell, Spicy? What you been doing? I think this is it. This is the source? It's a dang hole? How do we smash a hole? Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend. Grr. Where's Rollo? I wasn't lying before. He's safe. Well, safer than you too, at least. Drats, it's cold. You just had to drag me all the way out here, didn't you?
Mr. Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
It really is something, isn't it? What did you do to our town? What is all of this? Well, that's a doozy of a question. This is the source. It's a bit more in frame.
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. Oh, come on! You ass! Cannot tease us with the source. Fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know. What do you mean you don't know? Ain't you in charge? Oh, heavens! No. My role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various complication. What? So, complications like us? You are a smart boy.
His face contorted into a saccharine grin.
It really is nothing personal. Some people are destined to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles along the way. Seems like you were destined to be a creepy lucky. Whatever you say, you freak of nature. The point is that we all play our part in life. Mine just happens to be a lead, the role of a lifetime. And you happens to be extras, ready for your curtain call. We aren't giving up without a fight. Your smile's not gonna be winning after we're done with you. Now, boys, there's no need for melodrama. It makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a bit.
Kerr snapped his fingers.
Say change. Oh. There. That's better. Deal with them.
Iggy turned to Luca with a sly glance.
Why are you smirking? Because I have a full box full of fireworks, and you don't.
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
He's right on the edge. This is the time to kick him off and yell, "This is Beacon's fine!" Maybe they'll enjoy me if I do that, since I took care of one problem, and I'll be part of them. Maybe I'll be able to know what the source is. Absolutely, Satyr. The S can move anywhere it wants in the title. The rest of the letters cannot. Stop! Let's not do something regrettable. Joke's on you. Regrets is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these in your precious hole? Second pine. Nothing. Nothing at all. You're a terrible liar. I'll have you know, I'm an exceptional liar. But that's far enough.
Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Stop, you fool! Call off your goons.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. You can all head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here. I love how the other guy just like backed away, just like they didn't make them turn it. They just backed away until they were out of the scene. It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down. But like this?
With a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Yeah, it is. Oh. Wow.
With a growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luca.
Oh
Iggy
shit.
tried to twist away, but in the struggle they both tumbled over the side.
This is the need to push him
Luca
down.
leaned forward, bracing Iggy's voice made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
You reckless child! What have you done? Luca, listen to me! Hold on time and use the walkie-talkie to call them back. What channel do I use? Doesn't make a damn difference. They're always listening. If you do that, the clipboard will just hold us up and snag us both. The only way to get out of this if it screws out the picture. Just let go and save yourself. If he lets go, we'll both die. I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it. Mr. Kerr, you've had a long life. Why don't you actually do something selfless and just let go?
Mr. Kerr gasped with insult.
Long life? I'll have you know, I can still play 25. You should have heard me sing the part of Phileas Young.
With a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Rum dum dum, beep bop dum dum dum. Wow, can you believe this guy? I've learned how to sing! Well, hum at least. From a guy that's about to die.
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Grr, just let go. No can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too. Luca, look at me. It's okay. I'm gonna get rid of an annoying character and a freak of nature. Like, I just see that as a win.
Luca felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
You aren't going to kill your friends like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
I'm not his friend. Yes, you are. I'm a no good bully. At least you know. Like you, Kerr. Iggy! No!
Luca felt his hand slipping.
I told you what you needed to do with bullies. I can't. It's your only way out of this mess. Two birds with one stone. Makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in packs.
Calm settled over Iggy's face.
Luca, let me do this.
Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once. Luca had no choice but to... I have either accept or refuse. I know I have those two. Well, we're gonna get rid of the freak of nature, so I have no choice but to accept.
Luca had no choice but to accept Iggy's request. With a quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good. Bye. Have a nice trip.
The two silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
Wait, is this Kingdom Heart now? Darkness and everything? Celebration! They died! Why did the other fireworks just like explode when it got to the bottom? In this one, just like whee! Celebration time! Come on! Oh, you were watching? Hi! Luca, you should really step back. What? Quickly! Am I gonna freeze over? Not completely. Curious. Ah, but of course. Those fireworks of Iggy must have been just the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before perennial harvest arrives. Not until you tell me what just happened. Your friend's sacrifice just saved this town. For a little while, anyway. How? What? Tempus liquamine. It's a particular substance. It can change a relationship between matter and time itself. But doing so requires unfathomable energy. In a closed system, that energy can only come in from its surrounding. A useful side product of this property being, by adding precisely the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic casket. So, the gong made the thing cold, the fireworks made the whole phrase over. That's one way of putting it, yes. As Dumbluck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction. I shudder to think what would happen in that case. Well, we would have been frozen solid.
We have some idea what that would look like.
It will take a good while to safely break through and access the source again. You know all of this stuff. Why have you been helping? Well, that mouse cannot help you. I have been, my way. Each one of us has a role to play. Iggy's role, it turns out, was to buy us precious time. Mine has been to observe and wait. Wait for what? You. Me? Why? What's my role?
A fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Look out, Van Horn. You are going to save the world. Oh?
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow. Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny. To be continued in Beacon Pines, Pines Harder.
Wait, what? Is that a thing?
Revenge served cold.
No, she's fucking with me.
Second time's a charm?
Yeah.
Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good?
No. It's not over. I have way too many charms that I'm not using for it to be.
I was even starting to like Iggy. No way.
No, Iggy's a freak of nature. You cannot love him.
Never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back and find something more definitive.
It's a whole thing. Oh. I can hum. Don't recall what was the choice. I recall I tried. Liking and Iggy cannot coexist. Alright. Let's refuse his plea. And save those S.
Iggy's request. He tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket. A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face.
Right?
That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you?
Damn. You gave them off for the day, you ass!
Mirror, now. A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair. Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take it away.
Wait. Now we have the founder.
A swarm of hands overpowered Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face.
Oh, thank God I have a bag over my head and I cannot see Iggy anymore.
The end. I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
Okay, so it was a quick thing. Alright. Seems like we're gonna have to do an epic. Alright, I'm gonna get ready to sing. Amid blur of emotion and memories, Luca mind flooded with questions, the wind calm as is to begin given the stage. Stillness. He began to hum.
And in the stillness, he began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind, the only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud.
Wait, what is it, Zader? You had some wild theory that's about to happen? Seems like it. Or the grandmother that's here is actually her mother, and she'll remember the song and be like, "Oh, my sweet little boy, how well you sing. You remember my song. I'm so proud of you." Damn, that voice. Alright, I'm just gonna close my blind and my back.
Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out. A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself. Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note.
So, she's his mom, but she fell, like Iggy, she fell into the pool to get older. The plot twist. And now, but unlike Iggy, she didn't become a freak of nature. So she was his mom all this time, but she had to pretend to be his mother. So his mother never went missing. She just reappeared as his grandmother. And somehow Mr. Kerr never realized that he was still dealing with his mother. Damn. No, he's a freak of nature, Spicy. Don't try to protect him.
Luca lifted his head in astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
How do you know? I'm so sorry, my little Buckaroo. Buckaroo? The only people who call me that are my dad and your mother.
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly. He could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother. Only smaller, older, changed.
Huh? That's right, Buckaroo. Mom!
Luca sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother.
Damn. The plot twist in this game. Right, Seder? Like, if you knew that the grandmother was dead, then she suddenly reappeared. I don't know.
They held each other close.
But yes,
And
the
the
feels.
cold retreated from their bodies.
Eleanor? I thought you were... Oh, sorry. I thought you were... gone? You should have known I would never abandon my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
Oh. You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you would have pieced it together by now. Well, he's not that smart. I figured it out before him. Go suck it, Joseph. You're last place again. You were exposed. Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Why did you leave me behind? Cotton Eye Joe. I never left you. I was always there, Luca. Why did you lie to me? It tore me up, Luca. But I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answered would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process. Then, what do we do? We could have stopped them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big. I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with fire.
For the first time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now there's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard truth.
Luca gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
I recall at the beginning of the game, when this guy captured us, he had shame in his eyes. So I kind of get it why he has so much shame in his eyes now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash. You don't understand. He always wins.
Chapter 9. The Devil You Know.
Ooh. devil I know? Damn.
7 months ago.
Wait, chapter 9 goes back in time?
Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under Perennial Harvest.
Yeah, but she doomed town a few times as well, so... Mom is in boat camp. Mom has good intention, but screwed over town, is what I would say. It's like somebody grabbing Turtoise out of the road and being like, I'll save you, Turtle. Definitely not a Turtoise, and just like throw them in the water. Even though Turtoise are not supposed to go in the water. Yes, exactly.
She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering. No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempus liquamen.
Ooh.
There were dozens of them, every one stamped failed.
Ooh.
Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
Time liquid, right? And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the futures by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink with what I'll be making that choice together. If I recall correctly, that's the last line he said. Before he got frozen over last time, or one of the last thing he said. How great is that? This man's a liar. Excuse me? I will not. This town has a dangerous secret, and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our nose. You aren't making any sense here.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd and just plain impossible. I love, if you look to the right between the two balloons, I just realized the guy's still taking his nap. Nothing will disturb that man. He is a man of sheer commitment to nap and do nothing, even through a festival. Alright. I just had to point him out. They promised they could fix the fell harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they was us evacuated, Miss Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to ask you to. You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniveling little worm. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please? Don't you all see? This festival's a sham. An excuse to have this whole town gathered in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked.
Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. Wrong choice of words. Like, oh, she's instead of saying, oh, she's spitting out nonsense, she's just like, oh, she can't accuse me. She doesn't have proof. But we're definitely doing something shady in the background. Don't you?
I am the proof. I am Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Why would people be like upset? It's like, oh, she's pretending to be her daughter. Crazy. Well, aren't you just sneaky as the dickens?
We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable so that she can get all the help she needs. She's not the one who's disturbed. You two-timing clown. You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is, Solomon. That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed. Wait. Hang on. So, they've been talking about this Valentine guy for all this time. What if Solomon is actually what everybody... See? Seder, you're thinking the same thing as I am. Like the liquid, we do share the same brain cell. The liquid makes people older, but they were doing experiments on it. It's like Pete said, it's time liquid. What if they manage to get it back? Time, because he didn't exist in his will. They said you need to pick up this kid and take care of him. So he just gave him. He just pretended to die, turned back in time, became this kid, ate licorice, and tried to become... Holy shit! The plot twist! I love it! Right? But so far, all we've seen... If we've seen it age people... What if there was a way it could make people younger? And this, I forgot his name, but the Valentine guy, everybody keeps talking about the mayor and the Harris dad. And that guy's still napping on the right side. I love him. He's just like, oh, no, can't be bothered. That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Right, Pete? You're so happy. Yes, sir. Take them away. No, I want them to see this. Ah, the ever-tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite the thorn in my side. Like a weed that's burrowed in where it doesn't belong. I must confess, you look dreadful. Wait, What is licorice is the secret to all of this. Licorice makes you young. Oh, or it's not real licorice. It's somehow the medication that he needs to take that Joseph keeps making for him. I feel like the meme of the guy like in front of the whiteboard and just being like all those crazy conspiracies. It all makes sense. We're gonna make it some sense, guys. So if Eleanor becomes old and Iggy is a freak of nature, but Solomon is a bad guy again in this game.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You've managed to pull one over on me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party. But alas, I expect something a bit more impressive than incoherent and rambling. Well, you froze over like 3 different times, so you cannot complain, Solomon. For once, I saved your fucking ass. No matter, your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr? Yes, sir. It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for that rousing oratory. I will take it from here. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. You have done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense we've agreed upon.
Kerr gave a bow of deference.
Founder, you are most gracious.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me Sharper's Valentine. I called it! Sinner! We are kings!
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Wait, what about his clothes? Won't they be too small for him?
Hushed horror gripped the crowd. This
Oh,
is a
apparently-
story about change.
Apparently he had this suit under his clothing. Spendic, it's fine. What? No! So you didn't see that coming. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. This festival was for boobs. Nah, Spicy, we know why you requested the game. You're a furry. Just gotta admit it. I'm kidding. Alright. It's okay. We're all here witnessing this game, so we're all free in here together. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would be help if I set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. Beacon Spine 2. The Return. God damn. I'm so sorry, Spicy. Sharper. Aww. My idea was better. Has a ring to it. Beacon spine, too. Beacon pines, too. Beacon's plenty. What? Cannot change the letters. Ha! Wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Sharper, you malicious bastard. Alice. I'm glad you're back so I can tell you to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you away with it. Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr?
William Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
You coward! Does anyone else have something to contribute?
A helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
3 hands make you feel weird? What? What do you mean, 3 hands? Why 3 hands? I missed it, Satyr. Did something happen? I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? Third hand anxiety, okay. A town of complete and utter fools! You people should be celebrating my return. You clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy! I gave you both the greatest gift a parent can give. The opportunity to prove yourself in my absence. Squandered. To say I'm disappointed would be an understatement. But Silence, Augustus. An adult is speaking. I don't know which is worst. A son who is completely hopeless. Or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Harris, you fail me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, I have been wasting time, my dear. Satyr, they need to establish that he is a villain, so of course he wants everyone to hate him. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever? But what about... It's alright, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffered from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Honor? What is it, Spicy? Want me to have honor? I have no honor. I just read dumb text on the internet. Now then, where's Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Oh, she was defending his honor to find the avatar. What? Ah, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I think you did not. Nonsense! The people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. I only did what I did because he left me no choice. Yeah, this guy seems like the textbooks definition of the catchphrase. Like, when I say jump, you say how high. It's can live forever, right? Wait, is hanging this? Yes. Accident. Did he murder Daddy? Oh, Dr. Daddy, you safe? Safer? Is he safer than you, Spicy? But to be honest, no, the amount of time my phone tried to correct Satyr to safer, and I keep correcting it. Like, I had to add Satyr as a word in my phone so it would stop auto-correcting it always. But 90% of the time, it tried to write safer, and I'm like, no, you idiot! I'm talking about Satyr! I know what I wrote. I don't do mistakes. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter. Cheer up. You're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor, desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again. And I am willing to share its spoils, except for absolute loyalty. Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of Pennyroyal Harvest? You'd think that puffed up blast tyke could have accomplished all this? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride.
Okay, is it? Can you really call it an exclusive? If the whole town is around. Boo. Satyr, you're a dumb French name. Okay. But like I was saying, is it really an exclusive if the whole town is there? Like, you're gonna print it on the newspaper and everybody's just gonna be like, I know, I'm not gonna buy your newspaper. What do you want from me? It's like, shoot, get this off my face. Oh, my favorite character is still the pig that's still napping on the right side. He's a man of commitment and sheer fucking will. Nothing will disturb his nap. Alright. Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride.
He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
Pay for exclusive story on event you required to be present at. You see, I needed a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and bilk this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow. You've earned it.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
considering how his timeline's going out. Kinda wish Mommy killed everyone with ice. Wait, is Walter not dead? If everyone's dead, is coming back. Maybe Daddy is alive too. No, you saw his tombstone, Satyr. You know he died. A long, long time ago. Oh. Wait, what if Beck is our dad that came back in another body? No, just kidding. Beatrix a Monsieur, Thespian extraordinaire, at your service. Thunder, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity. It was truly the word of a lifetime. What if Rollo is daddy? Satyr, what if you are daddy? Wait, so this Bilker was Pat C the whole time? Wait, is he the writer of the Atomic Hang thing? Although it's too fucking weird. He is? Maybe he isn't? Oh, that's the delicious part. Ew. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in this town fears most. And I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. Ha! The young hero. I've kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity. If things would have gone a bit differently, you might have had your moment of triumph. But that's fate for you. Get me juggling organs, what? Oh, I didn't see the comment of Spicy. You can't do this! Oh, but I can. I have won! Never underestimate what a great man can do, given time. And now, time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought. But well worth it. Ha!
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit chat. Let's get to work, shall we?
And so, Sharper set about
Because
remaking the
actually
town in his
Walter,
own image.
his memory fucked up from the aging too much. What? Oh. Yeah, hacked. About the remaining town, the only is
The
Mitch.
fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties. Beacon Pines became famous, a secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer. The end.
Aw, what a great story. Sharper Valentine got his town back. I'm happy for him. Don't you all think that? Spicy, no, bad. Someone get the spray. Bad Spicy.
This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now.
We just need to beat up Sharper when he's a kid. Or when he's Solomon. How did we get 2 games in a row where Solomon is the bad guy? That's such a name it's a name that's often used for like bad people, I guess, but like it's not that wildly used. Uh, that then I'm doing it wrong.
You can feel it, right? We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Alright. Those branch. Melis? I don't remember that. Oh! Yeah, I could see shame in his eyes. What if I see Melis? Interesting. Been a while since I did that. Alright. Let's see what's in there for us. There was a lurking Melis behind those eyes.
There was a malice lurking behind those eyes.
Someone's a kingly name to me. Yeah, but he's off King Solomon. I think he was a real king in real life. Was he around Jerusalem? Such a Solomon. Well, fuck you too, Spicy.
Like a trap ready to spring. Luca felt the weight of Nuncrete's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
I just want this to all be over. Of course, I'm sure it'll all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I'd check Rollo at the treehouse.
Luca twisted free of Nuncrete's grasp.
Of course. Luca, you know your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come to me with anything. Anything at all. Well, I'm just gonna run away from the scary looking man. God damn it, Spicy. Wait, is this small puppy evil too? These festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it would be a thing to behold. I agree. This is all more than a little sad. It's worse than sad. It's boring. But if we did a little something to spice things up? I'm listening. You know what that festival sign waiting to be unveiled? Would be a shame if
The
someone.
two scurried off, eagerly formulating a plan.
Don't know why, but I don't trust this Solomon guy. Hey, I got an exclusive for you now that the whole town's not there. Hey, whoa! Wakey, wakey! Okay, I want to go back in time. I press B again. What's the time I could help at the dinner? I don't remember which timeline. Because we can get some flashback. But I don't remember. Things that's here? No, I had to give the jam. Yeah. Because I do remember
I don't remember. There was one time I could do the gem delivery. I don't remember. Oh, I think it's this one. About struggle.
This is a story about
I'm gonna go back
struggle.
home,
Luca could
and
hear a
then I'm
machine
gonna go
humming
do
somewhere
the
in
gem
he felt it with
delivery.
his hand.
Blah blah blah.
Lucas, he heard with a muffled. Luca was. He never. Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, only the sound.
Blah blah blah. She's gonna ask me to deliver jam. Here we go. They were in town today. Yes. All right. Blah blah blah. There we go. Ring 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 banana. Oh, wait. It's not too clear, but if you look closely at the ground, right next to the phone, you can see like two traces where the bookshelf, not or the silverware shelf, move when it opened. That's some freaking nice details. Like it's faded now because the screen's a bit faded, but like you can kind of see it. I guess it's smaller on your screen and less resolution, but it's definitely there. I have a business proposition. Something you would barely pay attention to. Hang on. Can I walk back in the kitchen? Yeah. Like right here. Can just make out the marks that this thing have moved around a bit. Alright. Aw. Yes! Can open the fridge! Bye, Grandma! Wow, Rolo, amazing. Oh, I did. Don't worry, Satyr. Blah, blah, blah. Amazing talk, Rolo. Go to the treehouse, and I'm never gonna go meet you. Because I'm gonna go to another timeline. Oh, hang on. If I go fish with my dad, do I have something? Yeah, I did pick up on that. Crooked. Ooh.
Luca tied a bent nail onto. If all you have is a hammer.
Whee! I make it in 3? I can! It's a photo of you and Uncle Joseph. Wait. Oh, Uncle Joseph, yeah. I'm like, where does his uncle go through? But that's actually, let me see that. Oh, look at those two young folks. How did it end up at the bottom of the pond? You can say, some things are just hard to explain. I miss Uncle Joseph. How come he doesn't come fishing with us anymore? He's busy with his new job at Valentine's. What's a new job got to do with him fishing with us? It's complicated. It really is. Like I said, some things are hard to explain. So we could use some new bait. New bait? I found everything. Alright. It was actually something I could do with my grandpa. You, sir, you are my hero, because you slept through all of Sharper's Valentine's speech. Doesn't matter how many bugs they pile up. I ain't moving. Here we go. That's the only place we could do the memories. Blah blah blah.
She leaned.
She tech though.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes,
Mrs.
let's
Fratelli
see.
lifted. She carefully.
Alright.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
What other order can I take? Oh my god, there's a lot of order I can take. I've already served this guy in Roxy. I can serve you, sir. Good afternoon, Mr. Toliv. You! I'm sorry, this allergy's been killing me. I haven't been able to smell a thing all day. I almost sold Miss Hedges a gallon of spoiled milk this morning. But anything to help out clear out these darn sinuses? Whatever it takes, just want to be able to smell again. I mean, probably soup or something? Something. Ooh. Ew. I'm guessing he wants something urgent. I can just burn his stuff. Give him the dead fish. I love Adorable. It's just this little smile. Give him the most nasty thing we can. Achoo! Not right? I'll need something a little spicier than that. Well, I want something spicy too, sir. Alright, something spicy then. So just flamed? That's all you want? Just something flamed? Achoo! What's wrong? Well, I like the spicy peppers, but then I'm something that really wakes up the senses. The dead fish? Ugh. Dead fish, spicy peppers. How was that, sir? I call this one. Oh, you really want the dead fish with the spicy peppers. I call this one cod for morning cold. Oh my, that's spicy. And stinky. I'm sorry, I'll try again. No, you don't see what this means. I can smell again. Looks like your father isn't the only doctor in the family. Well, enjoy your meal, if you can. What can I get your baby, lady? I have a coupon here for one free burger. Nah, I don't work for free, lady. What will it be? Well, I have a lot of mouths to feed. So, give me the biggest burger you have. You must eat a lot, eh? You have no idea. Oh, and throw some lettuce on top. Thank you, lady, for telling me exactly what you want. Aside from the freaking useless Mr. Tolliver, you want radish. Wait. No! God damn it! Apparently E is also what space does. I just never touched it before. Tender. I call it that too much is never enough. This should keep them at bay. Thank you. Sure. I'll do this Valentine next. If it isn't little Luca. Hey, Uncle Nuncreed. It's Joseph. How come you haven't been around the house lately? Well, your dad and I had a little disagreement, is all. How's he doing?
Has he mentioned me? Not at all. Not really. He's been super busy lately. Sometimes he doesn't come home from work before bedtime. Is that so? Well, tell him I'm thinking of him. You seem sad. Nonsense. What can I get you for lunch? Fact of the matter, I don't have much of an appetite right now. Hey, wheelchair warrior. How you doing? Having a great evening, I hope? Can I get a shout out for wheelchair warrior, please? Amazing dude. You should check him out. If you like shooters, I know some of you in chat like shooters. He tends to play Fortnite. I don't know what other games you stream, but
I'm
you should
doing good.
absolutely check him out. Apex.
Just
Like,
playing some video
I know
games
there's some
tonight.
Apex fan in chat. I would, but you took the sword away. You had it for less than a minute, Spicy. Well, Shadow probably went off to work, or is getting ready for work. But I hope you're doing well, Chair. How was your day? What did you do today? Fact the matter, I don't have much of an appetite right now. But, Concrete, you gotta eat. I'll make you something special. I'll cheer you up. I'm guessing he needs the tiny burger. But he's a piece of shit, so first of all, we're gonna give... Like, I'm guessing he wants a tiny little piece. Let's give him fish. With caviar on top. Don't you want your fish with your caviar? Sorry, Luca. Seems I can't muster much of an appetite. Fine.
That is a word equivalent.
Give him what he wants. Tiniest booger. A little smiley face. I call it. The cheers looking at you, kid. One burger with a side of good vibes. Oh, Luca, you sweet boy. It was long work, but happy have the 2 next day off. Oh, lucky you. Doing good, tired of working all day. Yeah, I can understand that. My work's a bit hellish at the moment because I'm learning a new program and it's not going well. I had 4 hours of formation yesterday, and we asked the guy for another meeting tomorrow because my supervisor and I are just completely lost.
Don't.
Oh, Luca, you sweet boy.
Mr. Nuncreed reached down and patted Luca's shoulder with an enormous hand.
You got a lot of your daddy in you, don't you? I guess so. Run along. I'll do my best to clean my plate. What do you want, Harris? Listen well, child. I am only gonna say this once. I require a well-done burger. Got it. When I say well done, I mean it. Well done, no problem. Here you're on grasping my request. I got fucking baited because my alarm wasn't the clip. Thank you for the resub, 6 months. How you doing? And happy late birthday the other day. I'm just like, wait, who's subbing? Turns out no one right now. Oh. Yeah, I'll need to go look at Peter's clip later. Give me a second. To work out how to add clips to my channel. Add something better. Well, you need to stream to have good clips. Well, clip spiced with the clips. Why? So that's how you get shoutouts to your clip. Yeah, I just like keep getting
baited by more and more clip of myself, and the loop just keeps going. Fear you're grasping my request. I want the burger charred beyond recognition. I want it bitter and black, like my soul. One burger coming up. Top it with the most expensive thing you have. Alright. She definitely asked for candies. Topped. Expensive mustard. Mmm. Delicious. And obviously it's caviar. Early days of the echo appearing. Spicy stays for you. Stays for you. There you go. May I present the row you're burnt. Can hardly believe it. You've done well. Miss Fratelli had caviar stashed back there. The woman's full of surprise. Very good. This will suffice. You lady that's always reading. Hey, Miss Hatch, what can I get you? Oh, I'm not terribly hungry. Something snack size, if you could. Well, for a snack, I always have candies with chili on top. There you go. Here, I couldn't possibly eat all of that. Have anything smaller? My little burger. You never said what you wanted on top. Bacon? Lettuce? Bacon. Call it the novella. Lovely. That's it? She barely talks. Look like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab more ingredient? Wait, who doesn't have their burger? Oh, this old man didn't get his burger. Those two I did last time. Alright. We had to go back in time for that. We can go back here. Alice. And we
Something
skip
wasn't right.
ahead.
He didn't know why, but something.
Blah blah blah.
You could twist-
Okay. Guess we were just done with the conversation and didn't get much further than that. Yeah, because the only thing is I listened to those two, like, talk. Alright. Let's skip ahead to this conversation.
The two
Um,
scurried up.
Starting from here, everything is new. Well, should be new in theory. What's my objective? Wait at the treehouse until Rollo shows up. Identify yourself, please. Ellie Meowdwell. I work here now. I am unable to locate you on our staff roll. Oh, I don't officially start until tomorrow. Mr. Kerr said I should come in early tonight and get a few things done. Hold, please. Clearance authorized. Thank you. Our harvest await. Tater, the harvest! And Dark, are you saying I'm echoing again? I just saw your message, sorry I missed it. Well, you could get drenched in noggin sneaking up on a guy like that. Don't scare a man while he's junking, honey. Evening, Jeff. Kinda like to be junking? Might as well ask the same thing of you. Had anything good? Ever since Burial Harvest moved in, even the junk is trash. You can learn a lot about a person looking what they throw away. This bunch is all shred paper and coffee cups. Well, I'd better get going. I didn't see nothing if you didn't see nothing. See what? Exactly. Oh wow, I love I love how poorly hidden the thing is. It's just festival, just like oh picker spawn. You just pull the thing in front of everybody. All right, Rollo.
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Rollo. Hello, wherever you are. I hope you're okay.
Luca felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag.
Are we gonna get another dream with our
He
future self?
conceded to its lumpy embrace.
Yeah, we're getting another flashback.
Once again, Luca found himself in a vast black expanse. This time, he knew exactly where to go.
Oh?
He took a single confident step forward.
Ooh?
The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source.
The source.
He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Lucas stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket, a keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him. "You made me proud, Buckaroo." Luca turned to face him. "Dad, what is this place?" A warm grin grew across his father's face. "A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together."
Interesting.
Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail.
Yeah, maybe, like, we keep messing with time, but maybe, like, his father gave Luca some time ability or something.
Wait? For what? Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. "That's up to you." Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real?" Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. "Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me." Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. "And you?" The doppelganger choked back tears. "I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone."
Oh.
Does that make sense? Through his tears, Luca laughed. "I think so." His father pulled him in for an embrace.
Oh.
"Time to go, Buckaroo." Luca was startled from his dream by a banging on the floor.
FBI, open up! Are you
A
there?
commanding voice rumbled from below. Just as Lucas sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open.
Uh-oh.
Chapter 5.
Guys, I think we're in trouble.
Dangers big and small. Lucas stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight. Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony. As his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
Uh-oh. What? Rollo? You really let yourself go. How much hamburger did you eat? Oh, ow. Sheesh. I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me. Who are you?
The large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
Stop now, or I'll clubber you with a baseball bat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take it easy. Luca, you need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rollo. Nice try, but I know you aren't Rollo.
You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Ah, uncle? Luca, quit messing around. It's me. If it's really you, prove it. Flaming chicken coop! Luca! I love Rollo. He has the best catchphrase.
Luca's jaw dropped. He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something about him was undeniably Rollo, only bigger, older, changed.
How? Wait, how? So, did he get captured with us? He did get captured in this timeline. Yeah, no, this is the timeline he got captured, but he got released somehow. How? What happened to you? When I was running away, I ran into more of these people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. But where did it take you? You know, they threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. I think it was an underground lab or something. They made my hand all big. Look,
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
pretty sweet, right? I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower. But beggars can't be choosers. Doesn't he realize that he's a full-grown adult right now? Like he's walking and instead of being this high on the ground, he's like this high and he just like doesn't notice. He's like, "Oh, my hands are sure big." And you know what they say about men with big hands. I mean, what? My feet too? Dang, Pa just made me new shoes. Wait, Luca, why are you so small?
Luca moved to the side and pointed Rollo to his reflection in the balcony window.
What the?
His hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo! Rollo, what did they do to you? They made me drink some sort of brain crud. So they use him to test the medication that Solomon had to take. Ew. Actually, wasn't too bad. Kinda tasted like licorice! I called it that the licorice was related to all of this. I'm not crazy. I'm just different in my head. I think I'm going insane streaming. Well, more and more insane. I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sorta smashed open my cage and escaped. Yeah, they shouldn't put you in the children cage if they're gonna make you drink something that will make you adult. Whoa, you smashed open a cage? Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur. They had you in a cage? Who are these people? At least now you know, Spicy. I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it. Fix it? This is awesome! Oh, I'm just glad you're safe now. Now everybody in town's just gonna be weirded out as they look at this full-grown adult just hanging out all day with Luca. Luca, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched, but look at it this way. I got snatched. I know where snatched people go. We may finally have a lead on what happened to your family. You didn't warn me about this. His sister would realize something. Maybe. She would realize that he's not back home. Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous. Danger? Huh.
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take them all on. Hey, Phyllis, what's up?
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luca.
Ah! Take cover! Did I come at a bad time? Who the heck are you? This is Beck. Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened and I need help. Oh, I think this is a timeline where she got splashed with a bit of the juice and has like gray hair or something. Just make her bigger and then nobody will notice. Do the same by scale. I didn't know where else to go. So, you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend? Yep, like I said, people are gonna question it. No, this is my buddy Rollo. This is your missing friend? One and the same. Seem a little old. I'll have you know this is a recent development. What the heck does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry. You're the one who just showed up out of nowhere. So we'll be asking the question here. That's fair. How did you find us? Your silly little treehouse? I think you mean our silly little mission control. I hate to break it to you, but your secret pet isn't so secret. And I could hear your racket from a mile away. See, Luca? This is why we need to improve security around here. Not now, Rollo. Don't know if she's smaller. She was still a bit smaller than Luca. Like, she's next to Rollo right now. I think that's what's making the effect that she looks smaller. Yeah, but
She shot a nervous glance at Rollo.
anything you can say around me, you can say around Rollo. This has been a weird day around, hasn't it? Yep.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
Okay. So it all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try to salvage my hair. So I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry set my mom gave me. Oh. Okay. Just need to play it cool. Hope no one notices. Notices what? Oh, nothing. I was just... Side. Come over here, let me have a look. Honey, what in the world did you do to your hair? Just felt like a change. This is going to take forever to grow out. Well, you were the one who said that change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess I just took your lesson too hard.
Ilona tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Tonight? Her and Mr. Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy seems like a grade A creep. Beck! He is. Him and his weird cult of personality. You are not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. Oh, I know exactly how much it means to her. Means enough for her to exile her daughter to this spot donk town. This place sucks. The people are weird. You just don't know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountain. You'll get used to it. Can't even pick up a decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm reports. You know I grew up in a town that's not different from this one. That's why you're better than at talking to plants and people? Oh shit! Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. What? In the morning, I'll have Nelly come and see what she can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. But not another peep.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey. But that doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Oh, and if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more,
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off for you. I know how rebellious you'll look then. Very funny. Thank you. Good night, sweetie. Good night, Mom. Wait, so you're grounded and you went out? We're gonna be in trouble if we're seen with you. First of all, this town does not suck. Second, you need help because you got grounded? No, I'm sorry I got you in trouble. You got in trouble. My fault your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it. I actually kinda like this look. Please. Apparently. Great. Can we get back to the story now? Next part is the important bit. I have this radio upgraded in my room. It was too angry to sleep, so I tried to dial in something worth listening to. Mr. Kerr, are you there? Mr. Kerr? Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Apologies, I have the founder on the... Patch him through immediately. One moment. Hello, sir. It's nice to hear from you. Skip the pleasantries. What's your report on a new lead at research of the deep engineering? Nellie Meow seem to be integrating nicely. At this very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She offered to work overtime before I even had the chance to suggest it. Excellent. And you have faith that she's capable of finishing the work left by our predecessor. Her work must be complete before the festival. I will make sure she stays there tonight until it's accomplished. Good. You know how I feel about loose ends. Yes, sir. Once she has finished the work, we need to make a determination regarding her long-term prospect in the company. Immediately, sir? I usually have more time to fully bring people into the fold. We are in the end game, Bill. After your failures with Dr. Prescott, can't afford to take any risk. Of course, sir. No loose ends, sir. Once she finishes the work, she will either leave the office completely committed to perennial harvest, or she won't leave at all. Perfect. Sir, if I might suggest, maybe we should delay, just for a bit. Oh? We seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline, and rushing into things that has caused some issues in the past. I see. Please understand that it's just I want what's best for you, whatever you bootlicker. I'm eternally grateful for all you've done for me. Wow, the pun. Bill, I'll make this very clear for you. I brought you into to make things run smoothly, not to have opinions. Of course, sir. Chin up, Bill. You're only a few days away from having everything you've ever dreamt of. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Whoa.
Yeah, just so we're clear, when they say loose ends, they were talking about murder, right? Like, actually killing someone? Capital murder?
Luca gave Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Who is this founder? It's Solomon. I was hoping you guys knew. Nah, as far as we know, Kerr is the top banana as perennial harvest. He sounded scared of this founder guy. So we have an even tougher banana on the field. What the hell is my mom caught in? Has she talked about the job much? Not really. Spicy, I don't know if you're still around, but do you know how much time is left? I just saw what time it is, and I've been live for over 3 hours. So if you're telling me that there's over an hour left, I'll probably just end kind of soon. She said she was gonna come in and continue work on someone she respected. Luca, do you think that body at the warehouse was person Beck's mom came to replace? There's still a bit. Okay. That would make sense. Beck, seems Nelly predecessor got loose ended. Getting that impression. Well, it's cause it's almost 10 p.m. So I don't want to go too late. Weeknight? Alright, I'll take a small break right now, and we'll see how far we get. So I'm gonna be right back. I know we're in the middle of a conversation. I'm bursting for Alright, I am back. Thank you all for waiting. Gotta get ready for work. No worries, Satyr. Completely understand that you need to leave. There we go. Thank you. Okay, so we need to get your mom out of there before the festival happens. That's 2 days away. Won't you just come back home after work? The creep on the radio said they were going to hold her until then. She's not coming out. We gotta go in and get her.
Beck flicked a large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
Maybe this help. You have blueprints? Well, it's just really a welcome mat from my mom PH orientation day. But it shows the layout. Sure, it looks like blueprint to me. Look, here's the reception area. Here's the big room marked founder's office. It has exit marked. Guys! We have a deadline. We have an objective. We have blueprints. You realized what this is. This is a heist!
Willow started to wiggle with excitement.
I think we're heisting! Yes! This is officially our heist. Sweet.
Chapter 6.
We're forming a team, guys. We're doing a heist.
The Heist. They spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat. A modern facility equipped with all manner of technology, not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout.
Satyr, I need you as our tech guy. You need to hack in.
By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work.
Sweet.
The final day before the festival would be used to prepare.
I knew I could trust you, Satyr.
They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for.
What? No, I'm not talking to Iggy.
Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain.
I have dead nodes in every major business around. Just turn on when needed.
Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time.
No worries, Spicy. Welcome back.
The festival was to begin in 1 day, and they each had their assignments.
There's about another hour. Another streaming hour or another game hour? Huge distinction. Right, quick recap. Rollo, you're gonna talk to Roxy. Cordially. Without her in fits, this whole thing could go bust. Me? Cordial's my middle name. Another game hour. No. How do you explain your new... Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Another game hour is at least an hour and a half. It would go until 11:30. At least. That's kind of what I figured. Okay. I think we're gonna end the stream here. The beginning of the heist feels good. This is the climax, yeah, that's a good place to end. I'm sorry it to be anticlimactic. But yeah, I feel this is a great place to